Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video. I was just tagged by the lovely Vanessa Lopez to do a get to know me video, which I have done already, but a lot of the questions were different. So I figure I can do that. And then after I was on HSN last night, basically I did the makeup. I don't know if you watch my channel religiously, not religiously, but I don't know if you're a subscriber or if you just happened upon this video is what I'm trying to say. But I got a lot of questions from people wanting to know, how did I get to do the makeup for an HSN brand? How did I get to be a model? I wasn't really a model, but you know, I just smiled. Like I smiled a lot. I feel like maybe I could combine this little get to know me along with how I ended up in that position. So if you'd like to hear a little bit more about me and how I ended up there, then please keep watching. Let's start with a couple of the questions from the tag. And it looks like Crystal K started this tag, so I'll credit her and put her in the description box below as well. But the first question is, where are you from? I'm from New York, and I basically moved to Orlando when I was 1. So I really lived in Orlando the majority of my life. And yes, I have been to Disney World. The second question is, do you have any tattoos? I don't. I'm such a control freak. I mean, I don't really know if I've ever let anybody do my makeup. Maybe once or twice, but it's like, if I can't let somebody put on makeup that I can wash off, there's no way I'm gonna let anybody tattoo something on my body. Do you have a favorite food? Yes, I have lots of favorite foods. I'm trying to think, what would be my favorite food? I mean, I love pizza. I feel like pizza is something I can eat the most of. I mean, I can eat my husband under the table when it comes to pizza. So I don't know, I love pizza. I love sushi. I don't love sushi in Tampa. It's not the best. Sushi up north, like real sushi, oh my God, love it. Single or attached, I'm married. If you guys watch my channel, you know that. So I'm married. I've been married for 7 years? Really? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, I'm married for 7 years. Why did you start your YouTube channel? Okay, so I feel like this is a great segue. I started my YouTube channel because I stopped working when I had my first child because I was traveling a lot at the time and it just didn't make sense for our family. And I was working for Pure at that time. I got to Pure through so many different events in my life. And I truly do believe things in life, like they just happen for a reason. We're gonna take it back a minute. The way that the whole makeup thing started for me was just my love for it. A long time ago, if you watched my Get to Know Me that I already filmed, I talked about the fact that I used to dance, and through that I learned how to do stage makeup at a very young age, and I fell in love with it. I just loved the transformation of it, the art of it. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. And as I grew up and I went to college, I really realized that to be true to myself, I needed to continue to do makeup. So I went to BU, Boston University, and I was at the mall one day, the Chestnut Hill Mall, if any of you guys are familiar, and I saw coming soon Sephora, and I was like, oh, I want to work for Sephora. I had zero experience in makeup. So what I did was I basically put a sign-up sheet on my door. I was a freshman at the time. I put a sign-up sheet on my door and I asked people if they would be willing to let me do their makeup. And I took before and after shots of them and I put it in this leopard print photo album. I so wish that I still had this album. Oh my God. This is, you know, relevant for people that aren't working. I know I have some younger viewers. So this is kind of key. I applied for a position at Sephora, got an interview, and I remember I was so nervous. And I went for my interview and I brought my leopard little photo album and I ended up getting offered the job on the spot. I don't think most people go into Sephora with a photo album of before and afters. And I did that because I didn't have any experience. And a lot of times if you don't have experience, people aren't gonna be inclined to hire you. I had experience in retail, but I had zero experience in makeup. I started off as a greeter. Basically, what I did was I proved myself invaluable, and that is what you have to do. You have to take initiative. Don't do anything that's gonna get you in trouble. I was able to help customers and I made some pretty big sales, and I eventually got into a management role there while I was in school. So at the time I had started doing more of like a liberal arts major, and then in my junior year I moved into the business school. And of course, being a junior in college, I knew everything about business and decided, hey, I'm gonna start my own cosmetic line. So I did it along with a couple of my friends. It is so crazy looking at this, but this was my little display and the logo. I had 10 eyeshadows, and the name of the company was Allison Eve, and Eve is my middle name. And my point in telling you all of this is through you don't have to start your own freaking cosmetic line, but I learned so much about the industry through that process, like the whole manufacturing side of it. I figured out who all the major players were. I learned so much, and it also gave me access to a lot in the school. It was just a really neat experience, and I did it while I was working for Sephora. So like, I was able to actually get the eyeshadows circulated in a meeting in their San Francisco headquarters, and I was talking back and forth with a higher up in marketing, and obviously they didn't take on my brand. They didn't take on my eyeshadows. There was no way I could have been able to meet their requirements, but I got so much good feedback and I just learned so much. So if you think you can't do something, if you think you can't get a job somewhere because you don't have experience, or if you're afraid to go after something that you want, you should do it. So after I graduated and the cosmetic line did not take off because I did not know what the hell I was doing, I was pretty depressed and I really didn't like what I was doing. I was recruiting and it wasn't working for me. I didn't love it. So I moved home. I went back to Florida. My parents had moved to Tampa while I was in college from Orlando. So I moved to Tampa in with them while I kind of figured out what the heck I wanted to do with my life. And then I was in Nordstrom's, and Smashbox was looking for a business manager. And I'm like, I'm gonna do that while I figure out my life. So I ended up getting that job, and that was really, really, like, in retrospect now, this is another tip. Smashbox wasn't very well known in that store. It was not doing very well. If you guys can get a job for a brand that is not doing well, but you're in a position to make that brand grow. Like, I was in a Nordstrom's that had traffic, that had other brands that were doing well. I hustled, and from that position, I was able to get my job with Pure. Now, once I started working for Pure, this was another brand that I'd never heard of Pure. And still not enough people know who Pure are. Pure is amazing. I will say it again. If you don't know Pure and you haven't tried Pure products, you need to go and try these lashes that are so gorgeous. I never wear lashes, but if I do, I'm gonna wear these. These are in the style, by the way, Diva. Yeah, they're $14 and they're so good. So anyways, let's not get off track. I started off as their Florida account executive, and because it was a small company, I was able to place so many different roles, which was very cool. And I was in a market that was not doing well. And I will say this again because that's a common theme. Smashbox was not doing well when I started there. It is much easier to take a brand that's not doing well and make it amazing. It's a lot harder if there's a brand that's doing great and making that amazing, because you're not going to stand out. Through my time, I think it was, I'm trying to think how long, I can't remember, but I ended up getting promoted to regional, and because it was such a small brand, I got to do so many different things. I was behind the scenes doing photo shoots. I got to go to Jamaica with them to do the Atlanta Falcons, the cheerleaders, their calendar one year. I got to do educational videos and little promo videos for them. I got to learn so much about that side of the business as well. If there's a smaller company that is looking to hire, go make yourself amazing, make yourself invaluable, and stand out. Back to why I started my YouTube channel. After having kids, if you don't have kids or whatever, then this might not make sense to you or resonate with you. If you have kids, you're gonna know exactly what I mean. It is so life-changing, like not even just the craziness of being responsible for this human being, but you go from being responsible just for yourself and living your life and being who you are as a person to, like, I don't know, especially because I stopped working, I felt like I had lost my identity. I had lost all creative outlets. I feel like all I did was clean up crap and pee and vomit, and I don't know. So I've been thinking about like filming myself and putting myself out there on the internet for quite a while. I was very nervous to do that, like very nervous to do that. But I'm just like, why not? You know, like, I don't know who's gonna watch. It might be 5 people or 10 people or like whatever, but I'm gonna do it for me because it's an outlet. And I did. It started raining. You guys are probably going to be able to hear that, so I apologize. That being said, that's why I started my YouTube channel, just because it's allowing me to be creative, to create content for you guys, to play with makeup again, and like just really get back in there. And then at the same time, I think that it's also led me to continue to work with Pure here and there because I still have my foot in the game. I'm still doing something. That's how I got HSN last night. I think I did a good job. I hope I did a good job while I worked for Pure. And when they got their chance to be on HSN, they thought of me. That's how it happened. I mean, that's just really the moral of the story, is chase your dreams, go after what you want, and be the best damn person at your job that you can possibly be. Like, just work, 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 and make yourself shine. That's really all I can say. That's why I started my YouTube channel, and that's how I booked HSN. This will be interesting to watch when I edit. Okay, so let's go back to these questions. What is my favorite makeup brand? Well, that's hard. I mean, I feel like I have favorite makeup brands for different things. I mean, obviously I love Pure for their complexion products, and I freaking love their eyelashes. I think they're like some of the best in the industry. I don't know, at the drugstore, I would have to say I've really gotten into Profusion. I need to try more Profusion, Wet n Wild as well. And then, oh, those Super Shock eyeshadows from ColourPop are bomb. I mean, I don't know. You guys, I can't give you a favorite brand. I like so many different brands. I could just go on. So we're just gonna leave it at that. I don't know if that even counts. Whatever. It's my channel, and I can make it count. How old are you? I am 35. Yep, I'm 35. What is my favorite band or musician? Ooh. I love Adele. I feel like I still have like a soft spot for Britney Spears. I know. But I just do. Okay, moving on. What is my favorite movie? Gosh, it's like, these are hard questions. What is my favorite movie? Love Dirty Dancing and Pretty Woman, just as far as like classics for me are concerned. Recent movies? I don't even know. Like, I don't remember the last time I went to the movies. I love comedies. I feel like I'm really not good at this. Oh, you know what? I'm really into Bad Mom. Recent movie, like the first Bad Mom. Bad Moms? Bad Moms. I really enjoyed that. It's just kind of relevant to my life. Favorite TV shows. My favorite TV shows would have to be, I've really been watching a lot of stuff on Netflix recently, which I have to credit my husband for because I don't think I would have ever watched these shows. But I would have to say Stranger Things, Jessica Jones, and this isn't Netflix, but Game of Thrones. Who doesn't love Game of Thrones? What's my favorite color? This I answered in my other video, Get to Know Me video, and I think I had said my favorite color is purple, but my favorite color to wear is blue. I had a really hard time deciding that one in my last video, so I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah. And then finally, dream vacation. I would love to go to Vegas with an unlimited budget. An unlimited budget. And I don't want to go to Vegas to gamble. I don't really like gambling. I want to go to Vegas and I want to watch the shows. I want to eat the food. I want to drink the drinks. I want to shop the shops. I want to be a baller. Vegas. No budget. That's my dream vacation. All right, guys, well, that concludes this video. I hope that it was informative and you learned something. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing before leaving. And for all of you that reached out last night to just say, you know, good luck, you guys have no idea how much that meant to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope I'll see you back here next time. Bye.